Hi guys, welcome back to my channel for another plan with me this week. We are going to be doing June 18th through 24th. It is currently the very end of April and I'm in the mood to play with stickers. And so I figured I would do one of my pre-plans, and I know I'm going to make it happen, that I will be in Seattle this week. So I have my Seattle kit. And I am super excited to be able to use this. I've been waiting forever to use this kit. And so we have Hello Seattle, and then we have all of the date dots and date cover-ups and a little like scene. And then we have all of the functional page and sidebar and half boxes. And then we have the littles and headers. Then we have the ombre boxes. Those are the glitter headers, and then the washi itself. So this is a very blue kit, and I'm going to do this one just a little bit differently than I would do most of the kits that I do, because this one has a scene and I want to keep the scene together. So I'll put it all along the top, so that way the whole thing will be one big scene. Or I might actually stagger them. I might do one up top and then one on the bottom, just to be different. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Kind of see where it leads us. All right, so this is the kit that I'm going to use this week, because this is the week that I should be in Seattle by then. My dad is taking the 19th through the 27th off for us. Next week I have my dad's birthday and my daughter's birthday, and so I kind of want to try to get a birthday kit for next week, because I like to do birthday kits for her birthday, because she's such a girly girl that it just gives me an excuse. So for like my birthday, I'm going to use the Zodiac kit that I got from Planner Gems last year, and because it's called the Leo kit, and it's called Zodiac Leo or something like that, and I'm a Leo, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to use it for that. But for my daughter, I like to just use whatever, because it's fun to do that. It's fun to do special kits for her birthday. And so that's my goal as of right now, is to do something fun on her birthday week, which would be this next week. So I haven't picked anything out for that one yet. Worst comes to worst, I'll just use a travel kit or something along those lines, because I know that we will probably be traveling within there, and I was hoping that we'll hit New York by the time that her birthday hits. But we don't know exactly yet, because let's be real here, we don't know anything yet. We're kind of gonna go wherever military flights allow us. But I will make sure that we are in Seattle for this week. My dad took the week off of work. I will make sure that I am there for that. So that one is a little less wishy-washy and a little more, yes, I will be there. So the way I'm going to work this week is that we are going to lay down the bare necessities of each of the weeks for while I'm gone. So you're gonna get a basic overview of what we're going to be doing. So how do I explain this? Because there really is not a good way to explain this. What I'll do is I'll lay down all the main stickers I know I'm gonna use, and then I'm gonna take the rest of the kit with me to each of my destinations. And then I will fill it in while I'm in my destinations, so that way I can keep up to date on my kit, as well as kind of do a planner thing. I'm blowing at trying to explain this. Okay, so my idea here is that you will not see the finished product in these videos. What you're gonna see in these videos is me doing what I'm doing right now, laying down the stickers so that way I can keep track of what I'm doing. So what I'll do is I will go into my planner at least once a week and fill out all the highlights. So I will have the highlights from Seattle. I will have the highlights from London, of Paris, and wherever we happen to be. And I'm going to lay these down in just kind of randomness. Well, I'm thinking we're gonna hit, I'm not positive, but I'm thinking we're gonna hit Seattle, then New York, then London, then Ireland, then back to London, then Amsterdam, Brussels, Paris, and Germany. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that basic timeline and I'm going to put the stickers down according to that timeline. And then I will take all the extras with me on this trip. Oh, my phone's ringing, hold on. Okay, so that was not a phone call that I was looking forward to getting, but it was a phone call that I assumed I was gonna get. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just get a little bit farther. I'm gonna do the last few stickers that I already had predetermined to put down. So basically the washi. And then I'm gonna get my daughter from school because the nurse just called and said it's time to bring her home. The school like insists that you give your kids flu shots, and then guess what? They still get the flu. So I was trying to get her to, I felt, she said she didn't feel good this morning, but she said that she needed to go take a test, and so I let her go. And now I'm gonna get her, bring her home. Okay. So this is where I'm gonna stop for the moment, and I will be back later after I pick up my daughter to finish off the bare bones of this particular one, and you'll be able to see what I'm taking to Seattle with me. So I'll be back in a bit. Bye. All right, guys, I'm back. I have a sick daughter in the other room sleeping it off, which sucks, but what you gonna do? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all right. So hopefully she will feel better soon. I don't like it that she doesn't feel good, but again, not a whole heck of a lot that I can do about that right now. So I like to layer my washi. So let's figure out how to go about this. All right, so as of right now, our plans for Seattle, since we're talking about Seattle, might as well talk about Seattle, is that we are hoping to spend only one sticker, not two. We're hoping to spend the whole time with my dad. He is going to take us in. It is the first real leg of our journey. I think we may possibly be going to Alaska at the very beginning of all of this, because we're trying to figure out the best way to get into Seattle. And the funny thing about Mac flights is that you kind of have to work around, you completely have to work around their schedule. There's no kind of about it. You completely have to work around their schedule, and their schedule often changes. So I was looking up what possibilities there were for this trip, and the two major possibilities for us getting to Seattle, the biggest possibilities, there's a couple of them, but the two biggest possibilities is to fly into Travis Air Force Base, and then from Travis Air Force Base drive to Seattle, which is like a 12-hour drive, and the rental car is going to cost us something obscene like $1,200 for the time, because it's a one-way rental, and because of that it ends up costing us quite a bit more. And so we're trying to find a more economical way to do it, plus the fact that my son is so over road trips. We've taken so many road trips in our lifetime. his lifetime, his first road trip was when he was like 6 weeks old. So because he's had so many road trips, he despises them now. And anything he can do to avoid a road trip makes him happy. And this trip would include a 12-hour road trip, which he's not wanting. So the other option is to fly into Alaska. If we fly into Alaska, they have a hopper flight that goes down into Seattle, and it's a fairly regular hopper. So it's one that we can pretty much count on that it'll have one within a week of us being there. We're gonna keep watching it and see what happens and see if we even have an option to go to Alaska. So there's a possibility we may spend a couple of days to a week in Alaska before we get to Seattle. But that's kind of a very much up in the air possibility right now that we don't know. We have no idea what's gonna happen just yet, if that's gonna be a thing. But as far as our actual stay in Seattle, that's where I'm from. I was born in Seattle. I was raised there. My husband was born just, I didn't live in Seattle. I lived in Bothell, which is just like a suburb of Seattle. But my husband lived just, I honestly don't know if it's east or west, but he lived outside of Seattle. He lived in a couple of different towns. One of the ones that he lived in was in the middle of the boonies, which was like a totally unknown town until a few years ago. It's actually where Twin Peaks was filmed or supposed to be set or something like that. I don't know. Something about Twin Peaks was special in that town. I don't get it. Twin Peaks freaked me out. But we're both from Washington. We were high school sweethearts. So we met there, we fell in love there, all that goosey stuff. So a lot of our high school friends are still there. We don't have a ton of friends left from high school, but we have a fair few. And so we have every intention, me and the kids do, because he won't be with us, is to go visit our friends while we're there. And we also have every intention of, staying with my dad, visiting with him, seeing my aunt. I'm gonna try to see my niece while we're there. We'll see if that happens. But other than that, we have, just kind of friends time. We almost want to see our friends. I want to get my hair done. Tyler wants to do his GED test while he's there because he failed this goofy thing that he had to do before he took the test. And he passed part of it with no problem, but the other part of it he failed by like 10 points. And he's frustrated and they won't let him retake it until August. And we don't want to wait till August. So he's asking if he could take it in Seattle, and I honestly don't care where he takes it. So if that's something that he wants to do, I am completely fine with it. I just don't know what their rules are about how you can go about taking a test like that in another state. So I told him that he needs to find out. He needs to call and find out what the rules are for taking a test like either a GED test in a state that you don't currently live in. But it was our home of residence before we moved to Florida, and now Florida is more of our home of residence, only because my brain just stopped working altogether. It's because we needed to homestead our house, and so the only reason that we changed our residency was for homesteading. Okay, so we have to that'll be one of the things that we figure out while we're out and about. All right, so I'm gonna do exercise. I don't know if we're gonna actively be working out or if I'm just gonna track my steps or what's gonna happen there. When we're in Europe, it'll be just tracking steps. But in Washington, I don't know, but I'm gonna put it down anyways. And I've got one more of those left, a couple of habit trackers left. And I'm not sure what I want to track. I'm thinking I'm gonna do it this week. because that way I can kind of keep better track of what needs to get done during the week. Like I know at one point in time I'm gonna get my hair done. So I'm going to get it fixed. Right now it's really, really grown out and it's really faded. So I'm gonna get that fixed while I'm in Washington because I'm not going to that part of Florida to see my friend Kristen to have her fix my hair. So I'm gonna have another friend fix my hair. Actually a friend from high school. She's gonna fix it for me. So there's that. I'll put that down for this week. It's not enough room for another habit tracker like that. I don't think we need one that big. So I think what I'll do is just do some washi and these habit trackers, and I'll put like my vitamins in and anything else that I need to track while I'm there. Well, I just, need to keep track of, because that's what you do. You track with your trackers. All right, I'm having issues, don't mind me. All right, so we will put a couple of habit trackers down. Like I said, I'm not really sure what I'm going to need to track while I'm there, but you can bet that there will be something that pops up that I'll be like, oh, I need to keep track of that. Because it always does. It always pops up that somebody needs something. Okay, so we'll put this down here. Kind of overlap it a little bit so that it looks okay. I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. Well, that almost wasn't needed, was it? Well, whatever. The washi really wasn't needed. Maybe one piece, but not both. But they're on now, and they're crooked. Awesome. Okay, so we have littles and more headers. I probably won't do the headers at all, but I might use some of the littles. I am gonna try probably send a few things to my dad's house that I need while we're gone, because it'll just be easier than trying to send it to myself. And then we have half boxes, glitter headers, more half boxes, washi and date dots. That's not washi and date dots, that's deco and date dots. And then we have this functional page. So what I think I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to pack this page, this page, this page, and this page. And I will pack these pages into the little cellophane wrapper that's left over. And this will be what I pack with me to take, because I can always use these another time, but I don't foresee myself needing them on this trip. So that will be for later, and this will be what I'm taking with me. So what I'm gonna do is, the whole idea of this, I'm probably gonna say this in every single solitary video, is that this will be for my list of things that I have to do, and these will be for like memory things. Like if we go to the Seattle Center, I'll put it down. If we see my friend Shauna or my friend Ronnie, who are like my sisters, I will put those down. That way I can kind of keep track of what we are doing, and this can be for keeping up with my memories while we're gone. So that is it. That is this for this week, and I haven't decided if I want to do another week right now or if I'm going to just do something else, but I will slowly start filling these up and you will see them when the weeks come. I will talk to you later. Bye.